So this morning I'm having a quick chat with George Chilton, and George is one of our presenters at the 8th ELT Conference, which is coming up towards the end of February, between the 24th and the 27th of February. And on those days we'll be presenting a series of webinars on a whole range of different topics. And we're really pleased to have George. George's topic is particularly aimed at language schools or institutions that have been finding the last year difficult. And George is going to be looking at how you can work on your marketing strategy to help overcome this difficult period, and in particular looking at content marketing. George, before I ask you about content marketing, before I ask you to describe it in 25 words or less, can you just tell us a little bit about your background? Because I know you now work more or less in marketing and specifically in content marketing, but you do have a background in ELT.
That's right. Well, first of all, thank you for having me. And yes, I was in ELT from about 2007 to about 2012 as a teacher. And then I moved into ELT publishing as an editorial assistant. I jumped industries, went into PR. I was working with startups. Then after that, I created where I learned a lot about strategy and marketing in general, as well as public relations, and then moved into content marketing here in Barcelona. Founded Hubbub Labs with my partner Dan Shepherd.
Mm-hmm. And so, how would you sort of differentiate content marketing from just traditional marketing, or marketing as a general term?
So I think a lot of traditional marketing is considered outbound marketing, putting ads, television, radio, those sort of things. Mm-hmm. Also defining product, price, place, and promotion, the 4 Ps of the marketing mix. Content marketing has a lot of that, but it's actually part of the inbound methodology. That sounds a bit technical, but what it really is, it's about giving value to people so that they come onto your social media, so you answer their questions, you answer their objections, get them onto your website, you get them into your mailing list, and you think about how you're going to help them do the jobs that they want to do, and also get them to become a customer. So it's about attracting them to your website without pushing hard advertising on them. That's really what
it's not just about more and more content, is it? It's also about the sort of content and looking to see whether that content is actually bringing you the type of result that you want, right?
Absolutely, it's so important. It's not content for content's sake. It's really important that people have a strategy in place, that they know what their buyers or their customers or their students in the case of ELT want, and being laser targeted with that content, answering questions, not just pumping out a load of content and hoping that it works. Otherwise, that'll get very expensive at the end of the day. The idea is to be as efficient and effective as possible.
And you'll be helping people in your workshop with developing that sort of strategy and how to...
Absolutely. We're going to be asking a few questions. Where are you now? Where do you want to go? How are you going to get there? What tools and resources are you going to use to get there? And how are you going to control it and make it happen? We're also going to be talking about resilience and the importance of continuing to market in a downturn, even though it's difficult, because it is important about keeping market share at this time.
So we're looking for positives, all of us, and I know you're a very positive person. Do you think that there are some positive things that will come out of this very difficult period for everybody?
Well, yeah, obviously the pandemic's been hard on everybody for lots of different reasons. For me, there's nothing positive about the pandemic itself, but I mean, what we've been able to learn about ourselves, about the fact that we can be adaptable, that we have this resilience inside of us, that that a lot of people have been able to work on personal or even professional objectives. Some people haven't, which is also fine, But what I've seen in this pandemic is a lot of companies, a lot of people coming out with innovations in order to help and support teachers, teach hybrid classes, teach online, coming up with content that helps them do that, training and that sort of thing. And there has been a community effort there, and yeah, sure, there's been a business objective for a lot of companies to make money, but at the end of the day, they're helping students learn. And one of the things that's come out of it too is that we've understood having all this technology and all this strange situation forced upon us, that we can reach students in far-flung places. We can connect with people that we otherwise wouldn't have connected with, and there is a desire to learn, there is a desire to teach. I'm sure in some situations it's much harder, but in other situations it's much easier.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a global market that's opened up. There's a global competition as well. So as I said, I think I said to you before, it's really important that people niche, they focus on the right customers, and that they think about what it is that they can offer them, and then that way, by positioning their product and their school and their service correctly, they can really start to thrive in an economic downturn.
Exactly. Thriving, not just surviving. I think that's part of your topic, isn't it?
Thriving, not just surviving. Exactly.
Perfect. Well, thanks so much for talking to me today, and I'm really looking forward to your presentation. And if you're watching this interview and you're interested, please click on the links below, and you'll be able to sign up for George's webinar. Thanks, George. See you in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. See you soon.
Okay. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.